All right, so PlayStation just had their first state of play for 2025 today. It was a little bit, it wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but they did show off some pretty decent stuff. So some quick highlights. We got Lives of P Overture, which is like some DLC add-ons to the original game. Days Gone Remastered got announced, which was pretty surprising. This is a game that really deserves a second chance. I'm not the biggest fan of Sony pumping out a lot of remasters for games that aren't that old, or games that you can still play on PS5 to begin with. But the games that I really want to talk about, right? Metal Eden. This was probably like the best game that they showed at this event. Now, I first originally thought this was Marathon. I was like 90% sure I was looking at Marathon the entire time. And it wasn't until the very end where I realized this is actually nothing to do with Marathon. And the music was definitely a little off as well. But the aesthetic, the enemy variation, and the art style for them was just beautiful. Like, this game looks super fucking sick. Like, I cannot wait to play this. Like, I'm almost more excited to play this than I am Marathon at this point, because at least this game is showing us some goddamn gameplay. I don't know where that game Marathon is at, but Metal Eden is gonna have to do. And they gave us a nice release date, May 6th, 2025. I will be playing that. It kind of feels like Ghost Runner a little bit, but way better. So Deep Silver, I'm buying this day one. Maybe it's going to be on PC. I got to look more into that. Metal Eden was the best game for sure. Tides of Annihilation. Really, really dope aesthetic looking game. Not a Souls-like, more like a action game, Platinum Games type of gameplay style. So it looks beautiful. The gameplay looks great. I'm actually really excited about this. They showed us a lot of games that we've already seen before. Onimusha, Directive 8020, Split Fiction, a lot of games that we've already seen a lot of decent gameplay of. So I'm not, well, that was a little boring. But they also had a sequel. I mean, it's not really a sequel. It's another game in the same vein, I should say, as Returnal, but Soros. Oh my goodness. The next game after Returnal, which is a fantastic PS5 game and one of the few reasons to really own a PS5 in my opinion. No gameplay at all. It's not coming out until 2026, so we have a long ways to go before that, but I'm really looking forward to it. The aesthetic of it, again, it was a little bit hard to get the vibe from just that trailer, so we'll have to wait and see for more. But I'm going to have to give this a nice 5 out of 10. Like, outside of those games that I mentioned, really, there wasn't too many big surprises. Lost Soul aside, looked really good. A lot cleaner than we last saw. But it looked pretty much how I expected it to look for the most part, just a little bit cleaner. A lot of the games that we saw were definitely running on PS5 Pro. So if you don't have that, don't expect these games to look exactly the way that we saw them here. But it was a pretty solid show. I enjoyed it. There wasn't too much stuff there that I didn't care to see. But no Bloodborne. Still no Bloodborne. I'm actually confused now, because I could have swore that they were going to announce it for this event when they shut down the fan-made project, but we didn't get a single glimpse of Bloodborne still. Maybe I'm doing this to myself. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing this to myself at this point. So that was a little frustrating and a little annoying, but that's okay. Between no Bloodborne and no Marathon, I'm really concerned at this point. I'm not sure where Bungie is with Marathon. I don't know how far that game is really coming along. I don't know if they went back to the drawing board after seeing all the failures of the games as a service titles that they've been either trying to drop or just flat out canceled. But since so many games are getting canceled, I'm a little scared that Marathon might be one of them. Because if it's been this long, they still haven't even shown us gameplay, just basic gameplay we haven't even seen yet. It's a little concerning. So I don't think it'll get canceled, but I'm really hoping we see it soon. It's been, I don't even know how long it's been. I'm starting to lose count of how long, but we definitely need to see something of that game. But I guess in the meantime, that's fine. You know what? May 6th, I got my Metal Eden. That's good enough for me. I'm playing that. Hopefully it comes to PC. Anyways, that's pretty much everything that I really cared about. Let me know what games you guys saw that you were interested in. What do you think about the state of play? 1 through 10. I'm going with a solid 5 or 6 at best, but that's where I'm going to have to leave it. Switch 2 about to clean up the streets. I'm not going to hold y'all, but it was pretty decent. Saw some good stuff. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments below. Thank y'all for watching. Catch y'all on the next one.